Okay, hello again, everyone. I just wanted to come back to you to do another few tutorials. This is a big part of some lesson plans that I'm actually doing. This one is actually based on doing two-point perspective and actually drawing out a cube. But I'm just kind of showing the criteria, the expectation for how I kind of want you guys to teach back this part of the lesson plans and stuff. So basically, we're going to be talking about actually drawing a two-point perspective cube, basically. So we're just going to use some concepts of developing a horizon line, which your horizon line will always be where your line of sight is. So basically it sets up both your vanishing points, and actually it actually sets that up so when you're actually looking at your cube itself, all your verticals are all parallel to each other, but all the development of the other edges and everything will actually be based on your vanishing points that are built on your horizon line. Okay, so I will get to the board and start drawing everything out. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to set up some horizon line that you want, and you'll have your horizon line set up to where it'll just be an arbitrary line that you set up. That's basically your line of sight where it goes out to the horizon itself. Okay, and then on that horizon line you will actually have two vanishing points. They don't necessarily have to be on the page, but they have to be connected to that horizon line. So they could be off your page, so to speak, but just to make it a little bit easier, we put them on the page so you can actually see. So start with an edge, your forward edge of your cube, and this is going to be a vertical that will go straight up and down, and it will have ends to it. So at one point of the end, you come off and you go to your vanishing point. So you're going to head out toward that vanishing point. Okay? And then at the bottom point of that vertical as well, you're going to go to that vanishing point as well. Same vanishing point. So make sure you're going toward that vanishing point. Okay? So then you'll want to cut it off to where you're basically building what effectively is a square. And then this line that you're creating right here needs to be parallel to this line that you created. So all your verticals are always going to be parallel and basically perpendicular to your horizon line itself. So just make that known. Now at this bottom tip right here, now you go to the other vanishing point out that way as well, and at the top corner, same way, you're going to go to your vanishing point out there, and then you're going to want to again cut it to make it sure it looks like a square, effectively like a square. And then where this corner touches right here at the top, you're going to go back to this vanishing point over here. And then this vanishing point on the left side, you're going to take this corner, your right edge, and where it connects with the top right edge, you're going to take that corner and you're going to go back toward the left vanishing point. And then basically you will have effectively a cube created in two-point perspective. Now to really bold it out, you can actually, on your base lines, you can darken them in, so it really gives an effect of the weight of that. In your top edges, you don't really want to darken in too much. You want to make sure your outside edges are bolder. But you can continue to practice this so you can actually get better at it. But the more you actually do it, you can actually create better two-point perspective cubes, and you can make them a lot better. So if you want, you can darken in a side to give you an effect of a shadow if you want to. And you can actually see that it definitely is a cube shape that will drop and cast a shadow. Okay. Well, that's just a quick and easy of a 2-point cube. We'll do one more, just so I can show you one up above the horizon line, and it basically does the same thing. But let's put an edge. It doesn't necessarily have to be in the middle. We'll start right here, and then use these vanishing points again. And there you go. There's another cube up top floating. And do one more. We'll actually come over the horizon line and you'll see what happens this way. So the whole intent is just to understand the geometry of actually what happens when you're actually looking at a cube, because where your line of sight is will flatten everything out, but if something is above your line of sight, you can see the bottom of it, which will affect why you can actually see like the bottom portion of this cube that's above the horizon line. Or if it's below your line of sight, you can actually see the top of it, or you can see the top of the cube. And that's why when it's below the horizon line, you can actually see it. And if it's right at your line of sight, you're not going to see the top or bottom. But and that's just kind of working it out so you can actually see it. I will erase some stuff out so you can see the cubes a little bit better. Put these slides back in. And there you go. And there's some two-point perspective cubes right there. So I will come back at you with a few other videos, but there you go. That's kind of just like the baseline of how you would actually do a 2-point perspective cube, just kind of the expectation that I'd want you to be able to kind of show your students and have the ability to kind of show them how they can actually generate two-point perspective cubes, and just kind of using that geometry and that understanding of what actually happens when you're above the horizon line, when you're below the horizon line, or when you sit on the horizon line itself. So have a great day, and as I always say, don't preach, just teach.